Welcome, welcome, my sweet friends, back to the Sacred Fun Room once again. We're actually here on a sacred Sunday this time, but whenever this video finds you will be the perfect time for the healing energies to go out and for us to do this little session together. While we start, I'm going to do a little bit of a smoke cleanse for us, and we're going to start with a match. A magical match. The perfect match. Which one will it be? Let's pick together. This one? Okay. Let's first light our candle, and then we'll light some smoke from there. Shall we? Looks like we're going to need another magic match. Is it going to be 2 or 3 times the charm? Sometimes it takes a little extra work, but it's always worth it. Perfect. The perfect light that we share together. Thank you for this time and for agreeing to healing. Now that this lovely candle is lit, we'll take a little Palo Santo. Some people might pronounce the L and call it Palo or Palo Santo. I would have a feather in my shell, but I have 2 little black kitties. One's name is Divine and one is Dharma, and they love the feathers. So I use this as my feather. There's another gift from the earth that we can often find that also makes a nice smoke cleanse, and we don't have to buy, and it doesn't come from as far away as this, so we can use it more sustainably. Let's just light a little bit of this pine as well, as we sweep a little energy from our crowns to our third eye, our throat chakra, our heart, solar plexus, root chakra, and did we forget something? Oh yes, the sacral in between. We'll go through them together later in the session, and I'll give you the colors, and you can decide if you would like to place your hands over the places where I will lead you to, or if you would like to just lay back and relax while it comes out to you. Or the third option, because 3s are always a little lucky, aren't they? The third option is to use our hands and just put them on wherever is comfortable, on our heart, on our legs, on our solar plexus. Sometimes feels good. I know you can't see me because I flipped the camera around this time. But wherever you put your hands will be the perfect place for the energy to flow forth from there and go wherever it needs to. So, for example, even if you fell asleep, it wouldn't matter. The energy would still come, and this way we can work together, which is kind of extra exciting. So even if you just want to try and have the intention that indeed you're doing a little bit of this for yourself and opening up your palms where that energy center is here, and the divine energy is coming through us and out of our hands, and so your body knows your body like nobody. So you can just put your hands anywhere and that energy will go exactly where it needs to go, and that's what we believe. The reason why we put our hands over, because it feels nice over the different areas that I'll show you as we go along here. But first, let's have a little cup of tea, shall we? We always like to have a little cup of tea. First, I'm going to have a little sip of water. And, oh yes, I got a glass for you too. And I put some extra wonderful intention and Reiki in this crystal glass for you. And I'm just going to pass it right over there. And you can put your energy in it too and enjoy this water and every water and every bit of food that nurtures you. Here you go. I'm just going to grab mine and have a sip too. I'm very grateful and being grateful. Gratitude, that is one of the most important ways to make magic happen. It's like I like to say, it's the first ingredient to every magic spell. So first, we are thankful that we could be here together, that we have water to drink, that we have food to eat, and that we have this energy to share. So let's do that and put some of that energy into our tea here. As usual, I've grabbed us a couple lemon cubes because I like to freeze the lemon and juice it and freeze it so that it stays ready for me at any time. And it cools down the hot water just a little bit, so it makes it easier for us to drink. Do you see the ice cubes? Okay, now let's add some hot water. Perfect. You can see they're almost already melted. Just like you melt my heart. Shall we? Move this candle a little bit out of the way. And our matches too. And we'll add some honey to this tea. Sweeten it up a little bit. Isn't this cute? Some of you know that I like to think of myself as a pollinator of positivity and a happiness navigator. My name is Melissa, and that means bee in Greek. So in general, I just like to sweeten life up a little bit. Don't you? Stirring that honey into your tea. Let's give you a little bit more. Yes. There we have it. Thank you for coming to have tea with me. It's so nice to have a visit. Now I'll give you your tea and saucer because you're so classy. You deserve it. Enjoy, okay? Yeah. Beautiful. All right, I shall make one for me. It won't take but a moment. Then we'll get right into our healing session. Just a little honey for me. Thank you for your patience. I appreciate you so much. And I'm glad that we can spend this time together. It's sweet and tangy. And the lemon smells really good. It's very comforting. All right, now that we're all cozy, you could either lay back or you could cross your legs and sit up comfortably, or whatever is your favorite way to just be comfortable right now. And you can turn off anything that might disturb you and just get really into this cozy space that we're creating here today, this energetic space. Today or tonight. It's tonight here right now for me, but it might be this morning for you. It might be this afternoon. And whatever it is, if it's the evening and you're going towards sleep, it's going to help you perfectly with that. And if it's morning and you want to wake up and feel energized, it's going to help with that. And if it's the middle of the day and you're a little overwhelmed and you just want to get through to the evening so you can relax and have a nice sleep again, it'll be the perfect break. And you'll come back to the rest of the day feeling energized. But for now, there's nothing else you have to do. We're just going to take 20 minutes and even less than that, okay? And by then, we'll have gone through these positions together and we'll visualize the colors of the chakra as I mention them, as we put our hands over them. Or you can, like I said, just relax and not put your hands anywhere in particular, or maybe your hands on your heart, one on the solar plexus here, or on your stomach, wherever feels good. And let's believe that we're asking for this universal energy to come down through our open crown chakra that's at the top of our head, and that's a purple or white or gold color. I like to think of that as a rainbow iridescent color, like fairy's wings or unicorn horn, perhaps. You see my wizard hat behind me. I love magic, and I know you do too, and that's why you're here with me. So let's celebrate and do some magic together as we ask for that universal energy to come through and do the greatest good while we are rooted here on the earth, and that we may be a channel for this energy to come through these lovely hands and towards you and towards all those people that you love, for peace, protection, and prosperity, and all those things that we can't even imagine because the universe knows best. So let's begin. I'm going to just bring our Tibetan bowl out so I can sound one chime to start, and then we'll chime 3 times at the end, and I'll just give us a moment of the singing bowl at the end to sing us out, okay? And that'll be your signal that we're almost done when you hear ding ding ding. And right now is the beginning. Take a couple nice deep breaths. Feel that energy pouring in. Now just keep breathing comfortably. There's still some resonance from that bowl. It sings for us together. So together, you can either just relax and enjoy this or move your hands along with me. And first, we're going to put our hands over our eyes. This is for the third eye chakra. This is the energy center of our intuition, and it's like the night sky. I'm just going to draw some symbols and send out that energy. You can either lay back and just relax through all this, or you can be keeping your hands on over your eyes or on your eyes. Of course, we come into these sessions and we wash our hands first and afterwards. It's not only good hygiene practice, but it's good energetic practice. So we can feel comfortable to leave our hands gently, like a butterfly touch, I often say. on our face, just over our eyes, like we would if we were wanting to rest our eyes. And we can ask if there's any message here for us, any symbol, perhaps even a phrase or a saying. Just breathe gently. And breathe love in. Love is really universal energy. And it is magic. Yes, very good. Now for the same chakra, we're still going to, this is a bonus. The first 2 chakras that we treat get 2 each. So this is also for our intuition and our third eye chakra, and it's just gently cupping our chin and our face towards our ears. You can even put your hand on your ears a little bit there. That can really help with sometimes dizziness or tinnitus, as people have problems with their ears, so it can feel nice there. And then for our hands to sort of meet at the chin, as though we were resting our hands or our chin on our hands and just contemplating, or as if we were going to kiss someone or someone was going to kiss us, and it feels just delicious and warm. You might feel warmth, you might feel pulsing if you're putting your hands there, and you might even feel it if your hands are just resting somewhere, that you feel a warmth and an energy and a pulsing coming through. You may feel nothing at all, except maybe just a little relaxed, and that is all perfect. All of the above is the perfect answer. Yes. So here we are, opening up our intuition, the place where we can start to let the answers just come naturally, where we can let ideas be like stars in the night sky, and also hope and joy popping out like stars as the night gets darker, giving us hope and energy and inspiration. You're doing so good. Good job. You're being so receptive. I can feel it. Okay, now the next one is for our crown chakra. We take our hands and we'll put them on the top of our head gently, as if we were stretching out after a long day's work. You might even want to take a big sigh for relief. And this is our crown chakra, where we can see a purple. Sometimes people think of a purple flame, a divine fire, purity. The cosmic energy enters this way. The divine energy enters this way. And it can be that iridescent white color we were speaking of, or perhaps a gold color, whatever you feel. And just breathing in that energy, being grateful, and feeling the love. And there you go. You're doing great. If you need a sip of water or to adjust yourself at all, that's fine. Nothing will stop the flow of this. If you fall asleep, that's just fine. It will keep flowing as well. Perfect. Okay, now just to take our hands to the back of our heads, to the base of our skull, and the top of our neck here. Again, like we were leaning back on the couch just to relax. There's a real energetic gateway here, and maybe that's why it feels so good and why we so often have the urge to do this, or maybe we forget, but then when we do it, it feels wonderful, doesn't it? So enjoy that if you're doing that, and if not, you can just maybe imagine that as this color, this white color comes through, or this purple color, or this golden. And we can ask if there's any images there, or maybe any phrases. Sometimes if we feel a need to clear our throat, or if some other feeling comes up as though something's releasing itself, a cough is quite often an indication that something is being cleared. Or a yawn, or anything else that feels that way to you, you'll know. Something being let go that is not serving us anymore. And we can be so grateful for that and know that it's making room for something else to come in perfect time. Wonderful, you've done so great. Okay, now we can come down to the throat chakra here, which also rules our shoulders and our upper back area. And obviously our heart is how we walk through the world with kindness, even when things are difficult, and how we can shine our joy forward. How we can live with compassion for ourselves and others. And with appreciation, which is also so important to share. So let's treat that area by putting our hands over that area. And with this one, we're going to do one hand over the solar plexus as well. So we'll concentrate first on the heart, which is the green color, and then we'll move down into the solar plexus. All right? But they're both sort of being treated at the same time. And if you're just relaxing, you're just relaxing and enjoying this and taking it all in, and maybe visualizing your hands placed there or not, maybe visualizing the color or not. And here we're starting with the green color in the heart, maybe pink. Some people see pink here. And we can ask if there's anything there, any images that want to be shown to us, like symbols, like dream symbols that we could look up later if something comes. Maybe there's a phrase here or a message for us. Maybe it just feels nice and warm. Maybe it just feels still. Whatever you feel is perfect. Just breathe that love into your heart. It's flowing down now through all the chakras, through our crown and our third eye, into our throat, and into our heart. We missed the throat. Okay. I feel like we cleared the throat there where I had a little cough, but we did go past it. So we're just going to ask that throat also, you can put your hands up by your throat if you want for a second. Let's go back. Sometimes that happens. Either we missed something or something maybe just didn't need it at that time. But we're just going to do that because the throat is important. It's important that we speak our truth and that anything that's heavy on our shoulders we take off. So let's do that now and envision. That's a bright sky blue color before we go down to the heart and the solar plexus. This is our throat. We can hold it with our hands right over our throat, around like this, sort of resting on our glands, or even just on our shoulders. We're seeing that robin's egg blue color and asking if there's anything that wants to come in there. Yes. Any messages? Maybe just like a breath of fresh air, opening up that whole area so that lots of oxygen can get in. Keep those respiratory passages clear and healthy. Keep our immune system healthy. Thank you for bringing us back to the throat chakra. Yes, all right, wonderful. Thank you for bringing us back to the throat chakra. It was important to revisit. And now we're going to go back down to the heart and the solar plexus. So into the heart area where it's pink or green. Green is the usual color, but pink is also very well known with the heart chakra. And there, obviously, is our heart center. And anything that needs to be spoken to us via a symbol or a message could come now. Otherwise, we're just breathing the love in and out of that heart center and seeing that beautiful green emerald light, that color come out. Shine forward. That heart light is so healing to other people too when we can shine it outward. So now knowing that it's safe to shine our heart light out, even in the darkness. And as that shines down towards our solar plexus, which is a bright light of a yellow color, that is our independence center and our confidence center and our verve and vivaciousness. It's how we see ourselves in the world. And so I love that it's so close to our heart, because if we breathe into our heart and fill that up, and we clear anything that's holding us back in those areas and release what's not for us and just bring in all this freshness so that we can shine that heart light out, it comes into our individuality in the way that we shine out from our center. So let's go into that area now, that shining, bright sunshine of light that you are in the world, and let it shine forward, and ask if there's any symbols or messages there for you. And if there is, sometime, maybe next time, we'll bring a journal or a pen and a paper with us, and if you think of it, you can just write it down if it feels like something that's important. Otherwise, it can be like a dream, and maybe you remember there was a symbol, and then you can go look it up and see if that symbol means something in a dream journal somewhere. Or you can message me and I'll do a little research and ask my intuition also. I'm happy to do that for you as well. So let's move down now to the sacral chakra. That's right about at our belly button. And we can put our hands over there, or you can just be relaxing. And this is a beautiful orange color, like the warmest of fires. That fire that is warming our heart and soul and letting us come out with our creativity and our courage. This is very much a power center. It's where our sensuality also lies. So let's shine into there and let that burst forward, that creative energy. Anything that's been blocking that, let that now be released for the greatest good. So that any projects that you've been diving into, you can now deep dive, feel safe and inspired to do that as that fire is lit. And we can ask if there's anything else in that brilliant orange color that's presenting itself to tell us a message or give us a symbol. Yes, wonderful. Okay. Good job. I felt that. Yes, releasing any of those creative blocks now. Wonderful. One last main chakra we're going to treat together, and that's the root chakra. That's at the very base of our spine, and we can just put our hands low on our belly. And that's a bright red color, and this area often is known to control fight or flight, so it has a lot to do with anxiety and fear, and so it's really important for us to love up this area and treat it with all of that love and kindness that we have, that we've been bringing down through the crown to the third eye, to the throat, to the heart, to the solar plexus, to the sacral chakra, and now to the root. Bring all of that loving white energy right down into that root and let ourselves just feel so safe and secure and loved, because we are. And you can feel that energy going either through your hands, wherever they're laying on your body, or if they're on your root chakra, or even if you're already sleeping, that energy is going exactly where it's supposed to comfort your nerves, to give you strength, to take away any feelings of oppression or fear, anxiety, depression, just to ease any feelings of heaviness. Now that all that lightness is flowing through our entire spinal column, like a free-flowing river with no blocks in it. And our mind is also free, and our emotions have also been lifted through this session together. And I'm so grateful for you to be open and so receptive and work the magic so well for yourself, and to let me be a part, and for us to shine this also outward into the world. We know the world also needs to feel our love, our hope. If you want to call it a prayer or an intention, let's also give that now forward into the world. From right where we are, into our little town, maybe into our state or province, into our country, out into the world, out into the stars, out to the center of the universe, and all the way back. Now, let's join together in that for 3 final breaths. Oh, you did wonderfully well. Thank you so much for joining me here. This will be the end of our session. Let the sound clear anything else. Let the sound smooth our entire chakra system and our entire energetic system and our entire auric system outwards and outwards and all the way back. With gratitude and love. May this energy pour forth for the greatest good of all. One more deep breath. Thank you for being here with me. I'll see you again very soon.